What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
I don't think it's even
What's up?
allowing me that we're live.
What's up? What's up?
Oh my god, Facebook changed and I'm so
I hate it. What's up?
The top of the table has been doing that.
Things about stuff.
Okay,
You know?
let me tell you.
Let me tell you what. What?
It did not alert me that we were live.
Yeah, well, we can hear that. No big deal. Share away.
It don't care. It don't ever care. Still sharing. Sharon Peters. Welcome to Holler, ladies and gentlemen.
That's the best thing
Welcome.
we can all do is to make sure we share.
We're on Facebook right now. That's how we do
It's the
things.
only way they're gonna see us.
Biatch. I'm sitting over here enjoying a flight of beers.
Oh, I got it. I got the notification.
Ooh.
Sickness. Hey, if you're watching right
page
now,
not found.
share the shit. Share the
Is
shit.
that my phone?
Share the shit. Share the
Yeah,
shit.
Oh yeah, yeah, just
We're
live.
live on
Sure.
that app.
Oh.
Wait, here we go.
Oh. It did say page not found.
Yeah, it's not working. But whenever you tagged me in it, it took me to it.
Yeah, it's good. No, it's good. It just gave me the notification, so we're good.
Yeah.
Hey, we're live on the internet with you. We're about to be live on a podcast with you.
They are saying when they
Jay
click
Watch.
it, she's gonna show you.
But I shared it and it's on my page.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Shit,
it's
I shared it twice.
and that is on Spooky's right there. It's up. I mean, I clicked play on that. That's not something else.
This shit's right. It's good. It's live. It's live right now.
Yeah. Well,
Hey, the internet. You know, you remember getting viruses on your computer? Hey! What's up? What's up? What's up?
Is it the coronavirus?
And maybe. I think we're ready to kick
I was
it.
actually
We're
looking
good.
for a phone
Everything's.
this time on there, which
Oh
is,
yeah, wait, it is kind of. That's right.
That's you. That's you.
Dad just texted me and said it's not letting him go to.
We're having an issue with the live stream, ladies and gentlemen. People apparently, we have possibly even been restricted
yeah.
by Facebook itself to not even be able to go live.
It's a restriction because I'm staring at it and it's live.
Yeah,
so,
I'm
you're
showing-
that is yours right there, Spooky.
I'm seeing you in the face right now. All of us. Feeling it.
I feel like if they banned you, then it wouldn't even let you go live in general.
Maybe.
Tell him as opposed to clicking your shared to actually go. Yeah,
We're still in bonus time, ladies and gentlemen.
that's fine. Technical difficulties.
Technical
guys.
difficulties, they happen, especially right now in the world. The world is having its own gigantic technical difficulty. But you know what? We're still going strong. We're still kicking it.
I think that there is nothing we can do other than what we've done right here. I mean,
I think so too. I think we should just fucking make a show.
yeah,
Do a show. Have a show.
yeah, I'm ready.
Are we? All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's fucking kick it. For real.
Yeah.
Are we
Gracie,
ready?
make sure you stay leaned into the mic. That's
Oh,
around,
yeah,
you're on the
Yeah,
edge.
yeah, yeah. Here we go. 3. Wait a second. 3, 2.
Attention Holler Nation, this is not a test. You are now in coronavirus quarantine. Per the instructions of the Donald J. Trump administration, you must report to your nearest Walmart and purchase all of the toilet paper possible. Avoid contact with Mexican beer. Actually, this is kind of a big deal. Make sure you wash your hands and avoid touching your face as often as possible. Make sure you're checking on your loved ones. Donate food to your local school system and or food pantry to make sure people with lesser means can continue to eat. Seriously though, don't panic and just be vigilant. We now return you to your regularly scheduled stupidity. Thank you. Have a good night. Tip your waiter a little more though.
Holler is intended for mature audiences only, so your mom is definitely invited. Sometimes controversial, always engaging. It's the podcast that lets your voice be heard. It's the podcast that shouts you out. It's time to holler. Can you dig it?
Okay, eat a unicorn one day through a Pop-Tart.
I like toaster shoes.
You like the Disney part?
Yeah, I like the way it explodes
You like it?
and just swallow it down. Oh my god.
Your tweets, snaps, Facebook comments, and even phone calls. Holler any way you want. They used to give kids opiates to make them quiet.
Much less offensive than that.
JD, Brian, and Gracie. Holler at your boys. And the truck.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Holler. It's the podcast that shouts you out on the internet. If you're hanging out with us on Facebook Live, what's up? If you're watching us on YouTube, what's up? If you're listening to us on a podcast player, what's up? I'm all inclusive with my what's ups. I've really been into what's up. All right, anyway, my name is JD. You can snap me, tweet me, Facebook me, whatever you want at JD Short. It's JDSHORT, all one word. To my right's my good friend Brian. What's up, Brian? How you doing?
What is up, Holler Nation? Thank you so much, as always, for listening. As JD said, whether you found us on Spotify, you're watching on YouTube, or even Facebook Live right now, we appreciate you, as always, and we're going to bring it tonight, as always. I always say find me on Twitter and shout me out at me. I'm going to shout you out on the show, and that's always Holler at Brian. And guess what? You can now find me on TikTok, the same handle, at Holler at Brian. I just released my first TikTok this evening, and it involves our great Governor Jim Justice of West Virginia. We'll get to that a little bit later. I have a feeling. I would like to introduce our third, it's the co-host. It's Gracie, a.k.a. Rachel. What's up, girl?
What up, demons? It's me, your girl.
We're so happy to have you,
I'm
Gracie.
so happy to be here. But if I have to be quarantined with you people, I'm going to hurt
Who's
myself.
getting it first? Which one?
Who's getting it?
The same time.
Oh,
Anyway, oh gosh.
no. Sorry.
You can find me on Twitter at Holler at Gracie. I like it there. It's been a fun time for me lately. So get me there. It'll be a fun time for you
Yeah.
too.
Joining us this week is our wonderful friend and Brian's lady, Spooky.
Hi.
That's just how we go. It's just Spooky, but it's Spooky Face X on
On
so many things.
Snapchat. And
Snapchat.
on Twitter, it's Spooky X Face.
Spooky
because
X Face.
I have some on Twitter.
And on Instagram, it is Spooky Doodles, but it's
Yeah.
spelled like,
Spooky DUDLES.
Okay.
Like dude.
okay, sick. That's awesome. Spooky actually did our art direction for a few things for this show. She's also takes photos with us. We like to party. We like to make
I mean, we have local artists on the show. Well, here's one. If you're listening to us on Spotify or iTunes, the art that you're staring at, she was the creator. She's
Yeah.
the content creator of that. And as JD said, she takes our wonderful professional photography for our website. So when you do go to officialholler.com, you'll always see the latest guest on there. That's Spooky behind the camera taking those photos. And damn it, we appreciate you, and that's why we have you here.
We
this evening.
appreciate you.
Please hold the applause.
We're excited to talk with you about the art that you make and how you can commission her to do art as well. By the way, that's what we're going to talk about. We're also going to talk about the elephant in the goddamn room, which is the COVID-19 coronavirus disease 2019.
I
Is
don't
what it's
see an
called.
elephant.
Okay, well, you're.
That was weird.
It's Friday the 13th.
It's Friday the 13th. It's about to be St. Patty's Day. This is ridiculous. All the things that are going on right now. We're going to talk about all of them. Before we do that, we're going to do a toast. Is that cool?
Yeah,
Is that sweet?
super sweet.
That's cool with me. Let's do it.
Our cocktail of choice, of course, is the Jaeger Bomb. Yours can be whatever the fuck you want.
Sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the spooky Friday the 13th St. Patrick's Coronavirus Spectacular. And I have a toast for everybody. Are we ready? This is a quick one.
I'm ready.
Go ahead, Gracie, get yourself ready.
What the hell? I'm ready.
Here's to staying positive and testing negative for the coronavirus.
That's a good little ad lib.
Yeah.
do myself a favor with that one or not? It almost knocks Ruby out. My brother. Holler Nation, we are so happy to have you back. Thank you so much for joining us on Holler, the podcast that shouts you out. As always, we are recorded, we are filmed in the wild, wonderful Huntington, West Virginia, the birthplace of all podcasts. And we're proud of that.
One of the final places to
Also,
have been touched
yeah,
by the ultimate.
let's jump right into it. Your March illness champions, your bracket busting champions, West Virginia, last in the nation with 0 cases of coronavirus.
As the words of Governor Jim Justice himself.
We've got a monster that's looming, but the monster's not here.
He ain't here.
He ain't here.
The monster is coming.
The monster's coming.
He's looming and coming.
There's times in life where you gotta stare down the monster.
Hey, monster.
You know, these are going to work for a lot of stuff. We could do anything here.
The monster is coming.
Listen, people, internet, everyone that's hearing this, we just did you a favor and gave you free sound clips. No one else has these. These are organic. I grabbed these on my lunch break.
These are free range, organic, farm fresh, farm to table,
Monster nuggets.
monster nuts.
There's times in life where you gotta stare down the monster.
Take that what you will. If you need the clips to be able to trigger yourself, just email us. We'll actually send them.
If you're wondering,
For a small fee.
if you are,
$5.
if you are listening, our PayPal's on our website. As a matter of fact,
there you
please feel free to go donate. As a
And
matter
then
of fact, just anyone, please go donate. Give us $1. Be someone that gives us $1. We'll shout you out. For $1 donation, we'll shout you
There's
out.
probably a little bit more concerning factors going on in the world right now than that, but
It's
we'll
almost
take
my
the money.
birthday.
We'll take the money. It's
And
almost
the
your birthday.
coronavirus.
For $10, Gracie will suck your.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's a hell of a start.
Ladies and gentlemen, people are really right now. They really are.
Hang in there, guys.
COVID-19 is short for Novel Coronavirus Disease 2019. So this came out in 2019. You guys a few weeks ago thought I had it.
About a month ago, we joked.
We
Very
joked.
poorly.
Literally just joked a little bit.
We didn't even know what it was. No
Pretty
one
sure
knew.
it was an idea.
I do not have it. I do not have COVID-19, ladies and gentlemen. But a lot of fucking people do. This is wild. There's
I did not have relations with COVID-19.
There's a lot of stuff going on. All major sports events have been canceled. Most municipalities are actually telling people don't go to public places with there could be more than this amount of people. Like they really are.
Like the grocery stores today?
Yeah, possibly shit. Let's dive right into it. The coronavirus is taking over the world.
Oh my God, it's taking over internet feeds and timelines throughout. So essentially, here's what you've got. People are calling off work, or they're sent home from work. Works are closed. I know my own personal work. Just this evening, I checked my work email. This is after I got home. My instructions are now in my email of if we have to shut down, these are the instructions I follow, including the key to the door. Man, I've got to lock the door on the way out.
Hey.
I got to lock the monster in.
We've got a monster that's looming.
He's looming.
But the monster's not here.
He's not here yet, but if he is here,
There's times in life where you gotta stare down the monster.
I'll look at that monster and I will lock him in the door, and that monster will not get out of the door, and he will not infect.
Right. I will say though,
The monster is coming.
it's happening. It's gonna happen. It's a matter of time.
For our listeners that are somewhere else that's not West Virginia, I want to explain. This is our governor who gave his live speech just today on my lunch break. As a matter of fact, when I grabbed these clips, I was trying to just watch this just on my lunch break, no big deal. And I was laughing so hard I had to pause the TV, turn it back, and grab these clips because I wanted you to enjoy them.
Hey, you know what?
We've got a monster that's looming.
And you got to deal with it. You got to deal with it. Spooky, fucking, what do you think about this
Well,
shit?
referring back to work, because Brian said he just got his instructions, I too work with the medical facility.
Okay.
And that's all my email is right now, is what to do if a patient comes in, what to do, like if we get shut down, blah, 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 blah. They're sending us emails on like what states have it. And actually, if a patient calls in and is asking about our walk-in clinic, we have to ask them what symptoms they're having, and then if so, then we go into like automatic like code red.
Yeah,
Every
code red
single
mode.
thing,
Yeah,
Like,
fucking
it's
do
creepy.
that.
It's creepy.
I think they should have to be forward. Like the second they start showing symptoms, you should be like on the phone. They're telling you the other symptoms. They should be forwarded to a voice, and it's our governor, and you just get this. They're like, where am I? What's
The
happening?
monster is coming. There's times in life where you gotta stare down the monster.
I just wanted a doctor's appointment. Where am I? What's
I just wanted to, I don't know.
Who are you, sir?
I got burned when I peed, and I met somebody the other night. I don't know, maybe that's...
check that out.
Anyway, yes, welcome to, again, the spooky Friday the 13th St. Patrick's Coronavirus Spectacular. We're going to talk about it through the whole show, so we don't need to spend too much time talking about this. But what I really do want to talk about is Spooky, a.k.a. Amanda.
Hi.
Thank you for being our guest. Just as an aside here, we were going to originally have a guest, Corduroy Brown, a.k.a. Alan Brown, who is a wonderful musician. He couldn't
And
make
human.
Yeah, and human. He couldn't make it tonight, but that's because he's actually performing at the V Club, I think, as we speak. They invited him to come up and play one of his new songs, which is a freaking bop. And we will definitely get you links to all that good stuff to check that all out. But we wish you, melt some faces. Corduroy Brown in the house. He'll be back on the show very soon. We're sure of it.
Yeah, we'll grab him again. I know you guys were following probably on the website and on Facebook. I mean, we even made an event page. He made an event page for it. He was so pumped to be here. He's sorry that he can't make it, but like we said, he's a great human. He'll be right back on the show as soon as he can. And that is the V Club in Huntington, West Virginia. And if you're watching this live and you're bored, then just go now.
Yeah.
You'll see him.
Yeah, you can go
Tell
there.
him we sent you.
Or you can stay at home and quarantine yourself.
Quarantine yourself with
and
Holler.
watch us.
Yeah.
Hanging on the internet with you. 3 questions really quickly. Spooky. Number 1. What is your most favorite kind of art to make right now? Do you love to draw? Do you love to paint? What do you do?
Digital mostly.
Digital art.
I've been wanting to get more back in like to the painting.
Into the
thing.
analog side of things?
Yeah, like the traditional.
Yeah,
But
I guess is what you call that.
that shit's expensive.
It is.
Yeah,
It is.
so I just stick to my iPad.
Okay. Sub question number 1. Speaking of that, yeah, that stuff is expensive, and you like to commission art as well.
I do.
You actually put it out there.
Yeah.
What's the preferred method of ways for people to get in touch with you to commission some art from you? Maybe a drawing or a...
So far, it's mainly like people who know the people I know, so they just give them my phone number.
Okay. Okay. But like DMs? Are you open to DMs? Okay.
DMs on Instagram or my email.
And I'll tell you what she
What is your email right now?
Yeah, yeah. Go for it.
Amanda Ross, ROSS9807 @gmail.com.
Okay.
And something she really excels at, if you're listening to this, Spooky, fuck it, we'll just throw a price out there. If someone's listening to this podcast, whether it's tonight or whenever, and they would like a new Abby, that's where I'm going with this.
Yeah, new
Let's be
avatar
clear
for
on
Twitter or Instagram.
You want a new Abby for like Twitter or Facebook or something, you want a cartoon of your face, that's what she excels at. The reason I'm defining this, oddly enough, is because I helped her set out a lot of flyers to get the word out. She got a lot of responses, and she's commissioned quite a few pieces and done a great job at it. Something really weird that happened in that, I saw the responses roll in. I mean, I live with Spooky here, so I saw her responses roll in, and she got some of the most bizarre responses, dude.
Oh my.
You would think from this description that, oh, hey, you want a cartoon of your face? Here's my face. This is what I would like.
You would figure it would be normal.
How much did you charge for these? Was it
For
$10?
digital, it's $10.
$10 for a new Abby. You've heard it here first. That's easy. $10 PayPal should get you that in just a couple days. But here's the problem. People were fucking emailing her, dude, and saying like, okay, so it'd be like a 2-paragraph email, and they'd be like, hey, okay, so My favorite character is this. They once went through a transformation of this in their life. I'd like that to represent my life, but also half their life. If you could do it in their style, but also represent my dead stepfather at the same time, then I would really appreciate it. Could you have this done by Friday? Wait, what? What planet are we on right now?
Have any of you guys seen Steven Universe?
Yes, yeah, of course.
Okay, I haven't. So
Okay.
this random, he was really nice.
Popular show on Cartoon Network.
Yeah, but they came to me and they were like, I want my own portrait done, and apparently there's like different levels of humans on that show.
I guess, yeah,
Like,
something.
There's
yeah.
like different like versions of them.
Yeah, yeah. It's
I wish I still had the text.
it's got its own
It
entire
was
universe
literally-
there. Steven
Yeah. Yeah, he was asking me to
Oh,
do
makes
that,
sense.
but also in this one specific style from this other show, and it's like,
Yeah, that's too
this
much.
is $10. And
Hey,
I
if you're,
don't know
ladies
how
and
to
gentlemen, if
do
you're
this.
$10.
if you are commissioning an artist to do something, respect their art, okay? Let them
Right.
do their thing, and
In
they
their
send
style,
something
right.
in their style to you, because that's what drew you to them in the first place. Fucking let them do their
It's
shit.
no different than going to a tattoo artist who does traditional tattooing and being like, give me a Japanese portrait, or something really bizarre, and you're like, this is a traditional tattoo artist.
Yeah,
What's going on
yeah.
here?
I just let the artist do the art, and when the art comes back, chances are you're gonna end up liking it. If you don't, though, maybe check yourself.
And
Check
when it's a
yourself.
$10 art
Check
commission
yourself.
that the
Go get
person's
tested.
doing, you might have coronavirus.
You might have coronavirus.
If you send paragraphs like that, you might be infected.
Second question, Spooky. What are your favorite things to do on Friday the 13th?
Kill people and
Yeah!
sacrifice goats,
Yeah!
all that. Haunted
What a
houses.
great answer. You went right to it.
Holler Nation.
They don't call me spooky for nothing, man.
Oh, man. Jeez. Okay, and number 3, St. Patrick's Day's coming up. Fuck. Like this.
My
year
thoughts
is
exactly,
right-
fuck.
Holy shit.
For lots of reasons now, actually.
None of us were in agreement. We're not. This guess would be our St. Patrick's episode. I don't know. What do you plan on doing? It's showing up on a Tuesday night. Are you gonna do anything? Like St. Patty's is a big deal for a lot of people. So are you gonna do some shit?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I'm going.
I'm gonna Hanks. I'm gonna Hanks.
Hanks.
Yeah, we're gonna go Hanks.
But
What's up,
she's
Hanks?
there.
Hey. It's a complete. Yeah, dog. Hanks is a shit.
True.
So, Spooky, thank you so much for being on the show tonight. If you want to commission Spooky, check out the info on the actual podcast. We're going to put your contact information on there. You'll be able to actually get her to do some art for you if you want. It's cool.
Yeah, follow Spooky Doodles on Instagram and
Yep.
DM her there. She'll take it from there. It's cheap. It's fast.
It's
It's a new
wonderful.
Abby for you. Who doesn't want a cartoon of their face? Go
Also,
look at our art on our website.
I will tell you this: in the next few weeks, there's going to be a lot of people working from home. A lot of people are not going to be able to. They're not going to want to go out and deal with people. And your creatives, the people that in that situation, people like creatives and people that create things from home, are going to need your help in this time. So do it. Do it.
You're
Help
going
these people out.
You're going to be posting a lot of stuff on social media because you're going to be so bored.
You're gonna
and
be
what
so
needs
goddamn
to happen?
bored.
You need a new Abby because we're sick of seeing that old Abby.
Yeah, we are. So
At Spooky
get a
Doodles.
new one from
Abby
Spooky.
bitch.
In a place to be. Yeah, I think that's what's up. We got a lot of fun stuff. We're gonna keep talking about this damn virus thing. Hopefully you're having fun on the internet with us.
Monster that's looming, but the monster's not here. The monster is coming.
What the fuck?
Things about stuff. We're gonna go ahead and scoop booze. Does that sound good?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's go ahead and do it, baby. Let's go.
It's breakfast time. I know you're craving some cake. Well, try Guy Thatcher's Hot Cake Syrup. Made from water, sugar, potassium sorbate. Drizzle that shizzle with that sizzle my nizzle. Guy Thatcher's Hot Cake Scissor. Put it on your cake today.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is.
Okay, you're good. Yeah.
Could be. Facebook time. Facebook bonus time.
Facebook time. Facebook
Just
time.
in time too. There's a train passing
That is
by.
perfect.
Rails Nails, Huntington, West Virginia, in the place to be. Anybody out in Facebook land saying anything?
Yep, Haley says, wow, who's that hot guest? She walked
Sick.
away.
Spooky doodles.
Noise.
Brian says, I got it. What up, Dad?
Holler.
Holler Dad. Holler Brian.
Corey
Holler,
says,
Dad.
yeah, boy.
Sick.
Flint, what a fun name.
Yeah,
Says-
that's it.
Y'all are awesome.
Flint, what's up, dude? Corey, I hope you heard the commercial just now. That's all I have to say.
We're gonna keep
Yeah.
that shit rolling too, because there are plenty of those.
There are 5 of you watching. You should share our stream.
Yes.
Goodbye.
Please do.
Especially this week, guys, because Facebook put us in jail.
Yeah, they did.
And,
oh, let's talk about
Again,
that. Let's
why
talk
are
about
we
that.
in jail again?
This is a perfect time
We
to
got
talk Facebook
zucked.
about this.
Fucking sucked.
We got zucked and it was really just literally because some fucking... The last time it happened is because we had a post go viral, over 1 million hits on that post, but we didn't pay Facebook any money. And they're bitches.
Shut us
Yeah,
down.
if they see-
we go
We're
by,
gonna end up,
love
if we
you.
keep talking shit about
We're gonna
Facebook.
get for real get sucked. Like his face is gonna pop up into
Yeah,
the
he's
screen.
gonna be like, guys, really? You need to give me some money. I'm doing a lot of work for you.
Yeah, but so if you start, we post a lot, we shit post a lot. So everybody that follows
Thanks,
us,
Wanda, for sharing.
everybody that follows us on Holler, they see our shit posting and they get sad when it disappears, and it disappears because of this exact reason. We get a little bit popular. Hey, Surge Tank. There we go.
Now noticing.
So
Little Surge Tankian. Hi.
Yeah, we'll let our live audience get settled in, and then we'll
Yeah.
go back to the show here.
Sorry.
No, you're all good. You guys
Don't
are
be
good.
sorry.
You guys are good.
I ain't sorry.
Get yourself comfy and get, most of all, get Surge comfy before he tackles the tripod.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, where is he? Is he over there?
He's over there.
Okay, cool. Yeah, he loves people.
Yeah.
So,
He's gonna be all over you. You're the new guy. He loves new people. Have a blanket handy because he will want to be put to bed here shortly. But right now he's gonna be all over you. So.
That's Ben, guys. This is Ben.
What's up, Ben?
Nice to meet you all.
Thank you for coming, man.
welcome. Are we ready to keep it going? We're gonna open up some stuff, right? We're gonna
Yeah,
talk to
absolutely.
people on the internet.
Poll time.
All right, it is poll time. This is true. Are we ready? Here we go. I'm gonna come in with a stab too.
Shay, please do your best to man Surge because he will knock this little tripod over. Thank you in advance.
We believe in you. Here we go. Ready? All right. Yeah, boy.
Sync up at officialholler.com.
It's time to pop 'em. It's time to pop 'em.
Poppin'.
It's time to pop 'em. I'm saying pop 'em. Pop
Yeah.
those answers. We talked to Holler Nation. We send out some polls. We're asking you what your opinion is on some stuff. Brian, you want to go first? Let me go first.
No, I'll go first here. And we can go around the table. And I'm gonna actually pull up my Facebook first for once, because I've got a really funny answer that I want to share right off the bat.
Okay.
That came from Holler listener Kyle. Shout out Kyle for following along.
Oh god, this was fucking
His was great. That's why I want to shout him out first. But before we do that, my Holler Nation poll this evening: if you could go back to high school and you could change one thing about it, I want you to make a change.
All right.
So whether it's big or small, it could be as small as I'd change this class.
You're
it
going
could
to
be
go
as
back
big
and
as
relive your
life-changing.
high school career.
That's right.
But there's
So,
one
but
element
make
of
a
it that you
change.
can actually change.
You can't live it the same. You got to change one thing. So go deep or go big or go home. I don't care.
Okay.
I don't care where you go.
You
with
want to
it.
go with your answer, the one answer first, and then us, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Let's just start with us, and I'll go
Okay.
first since
Yeah.
I'm the one talking here, and I'm just going silly with mine. I will say this: in high school, I was a 4-sport athlete, and that took up all of my time. If I could go back, I love sports, by the way. So this is just hypothetical. I would probably do it all the same again, play all the sports because it's so much fun, and I'm proud of it, and I'm glad I did it. But if I could go back, how about I cut out half the sports and I join theater club and theater class instead, because I love film, I love acting in short films, and I wish I would have been a part of that in high school.
See,
I
yeah.
just simply had no time for it because of all
Yeah, well, you were, since you did 4 different fucking sports,
Well,
there
I
was
did.
no way you could have taken weeks off.
No. My sports
That's-
overlapped each other. Sometimes
yeah,
I did 2
there's no
sports
way.
in one day.
Yeah. Wow, that's a good deal. And you got your later start, like you have acted in a bunch of things. So,
Yes. Yes.
you got your later start from that. If you
If I
started
could have
earlier,
just
that's
been,
cool.
yeah.
That's good.
That would have been a neat little high school experience for me. That's what I would change.
I guess my silly short answer would be I'd skip more classes.
We did do a little bit of that together,
That shit didn't fucking matter.
though. Right.
I mean, you know.
You mean that didn't go on your resume?
You know,
I'm
like,
shocked.
I guess, you know, I can understand the whole attendance thing. It's, you know, it is what it is. But I was actually fine with just, I got my assignments done. I mean, I got the grades I needed, and that was it. I didn't need to be in that room that much. Fuck. That's my short answer, sir. My long answer, I guess, would have been I would have joined the groups that I had joined a little earlier. When I was a freshman, I was like unsure of how, you know, all the things I wanted to do.
Yeah, it's high school.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, oh god, what the fuck, shit.
It's a big school now. All of a
But
sudden.
then you're going through, and then like by my junior year, I was doing all the things I really wanted to do. Like, you know, I was making music, I was playing with, you know, the show choir band, I was in these community groups, like all these little things. Wish I'd have done that earlier. I wish I'd have just dove right in rather than being worried.
Yeah, that's a cool
or
answer.
scared about kind of doing that.
Do you realize, I just kind of had a small flashback here, and I feel like maybe we've discussed this in person, not on the podcast, but maybe we haven't. JD and I went to high school together, graduated the same year. Yeah. Do you realize, I think we actually had our very first high school class ever together, and I'm going to ask you if you remember. Do you remember what your first high school class was ever? Like your 8 a.m. or your 9 a.m. or 8 a.m. class, whatever the fuck it was that you went to. It's been too long. I can't remember what time high school
was. It was either math or English.
It was math.
Yes.
We had advanced algebra together. Do you remember the teacher? His name was Mr. Connard.
Connard in the house, the place to be.
We called him Conrad, and he used to. Mr. Connard, his favorite thing to do was to get the school menu.
Tell us what the lunch was.
And he would read the lunch, but he'd read it in a voice like this. Here's an example. This is a real.
He would read it in sort of like a voice like this.
We've got monsters
just like.
But the monster's not here. The monster is coming. There's times in life where you got to stare down the monster.
He'd say. Guys, we got the mini corn, the beans and mini corn dogs, the beanie weenies. That's what he would say. Guys, you ready for the beanie weenies? That's how he'd start the show. But that was advanced algebra. We had our very first class. That's so weird.
It was good. It was fun.
That's how we started high school, bro.
It was good times.
Advanced algebra, that's the worst.
Gracie's like, I couldn't do that now.
No, I'm so glad I don't take a math class now.
Polynomials and things. Anyway, yeah, that's my answer. Gracie, how about you? What would you change about high school?
I moved whenever I was in high school. So I went to the
Like a
same
lot?
school district. No. I went to the same school district my whole life. And then my junior year of high school, I moved.
Right at the end?
Yeah,
Shit.
right at the end. Like, I had it was like right at spring break. So I did that because I didn't want to have friends my senior year. I wasn't going in with no friends my senior year. So I would change that. I would apply for more scholarships because I didn't, because I was new and I didn't know anything.
That's a really great answer.
It was
actually.
very confusing. I would apply for more scholarships and go away to college. I would have applied to go away to college.
That's a great
what
answer.
I would change.
Okay. To a different place.
Yeah, not
like
here.
yeah, out of state.
And that's a wise answer. See, Grace, you're gonna make a great mom.
There you
I
go.
am a great mom.
Interesting.
She is a great mom.
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
Yes.
She's a bad bitch of moms.
Spooky. How about you?
Dude, there's 1,000
Things you would have changed?
Oh my god, I hated high school so much, but I'm not gonna get into that.
Okay.
We can cry on the show if you want.
Yeah, if you want, we can
Well,
let it
this
list.
one is kind of deep, just a little, because I thought about this a lot, and I debated between ranting about Miss Hughes trying to fail me just because she hates me, or my best friend Haley.
Word. What
We
up?
all
Shouts.
love Haley. There was a time when some things happened and we separated, and I let it happen because I was a depressed piece of garbage.
Oh.
I would have held on to her a little tighter if I could have.
Okay.
But we're reunited.
So
that's just.
Yeah, that's what's up.
It all came back
That's awesome.
together.
That's what's interesting
Life
about.
finds a way.
That's what's interesting about this question is seriously, people can go so many ranges.
So many ranges.
My shit was like, I'd have fucking skipped more. Fuck
Right.
you guys. But, you can actually, there's, some things. This is a way for you to kind
very interesting.
of deal with that stuff. Let's see.
Question. Okay, so off to Holler Nation. I'm starting with Facebook. So Facebook Live, here we go. Gracie, if anybody on Facebook Live has an answer, we can read that. But I'm going to read your Facebook responses on our actual post, which is on our Holler page. So Kyle, I'm starting with you. He says, I would get into way more fights. That's a great answer.
Yeah, once you realize how much
Because when you really
bitches,
think about
everybody's
it,
such a bitch anyway.
he says, to elaborate, barring borderline attempted murder, you don't get arrested for fights in school, and you normally just get to take a week off. So there you go.
You don't have to just plus, to go to school.
Plus, looking back, I was always the type of person to be the bigger person and ignore people running their mouths and the like, and I still am. But I realized I could have kicked the shit out of most of those cats, and they may have been better off for it.
Yeah, they could have learned a damn lesson. That's a wonderful
Great
fucking answer.
Tiffany says, I pay better attention in my classes. So she was also going to be very responsible.
Going legit with it.
Gracie, do we have anything on Facebook Live yet? Okay.
Kayla says, I would change not getting kicked out of high school. Real story.
Jesus Christ. If you want to elaborate, Kayla, go for it. I mean, it just depends.
I don't want to hear it.
You know, if you don't want to go there, that's fine. But I'll read it out if you elaborate on there. Gracie, anything else before I go to Snap?
Yeah. Take it into the...
Okay, so let's kick this thing off with last week's guest. Why not? She was a great guest. Go back to last week's episode if you want to hear Rachel. But let's kick this thing off. This is Ray Does Hair on Snapchat.
Don't sleep with that first guy you slept with.
Don't do it.
He's pretty, but he sucks. Don't sleep with him. Don't do it.
He was pretty, Rachel, so you did good. You know,
Good
you've
answer.
always got that.
Always sleep with the pretty one.
Yeah.
Oh no.
This next one comes
You
from...
got one left to live. You're going to get coronavirus.
This next one comes from Brittany.
You're going to get coronavirus.
You can snap her at Biddy, and that's a bunch of D's and a bunch of Y's. And here's what Brittany would change about high school. Oh, all of it. Laugh out loud. And I feel like that might not be the only person that says that.
Yeah, there's some. A lot of people just didn't like
Let's
it.
open up one from Ethan. You can snap him. This is Wheatthin, E_Cantrell23. Ethan says, to be more social with everyone. He just talked to more people. Let's go with one from Wes. You can snap Wes at WildWildWest90.
Biatch.
Gracie anticipates a great
It's going to be a
answer
good one.
from Holler Nation's listener Wes. Here we go.
Change one thing about high school: my fucking hairstyle.
Alright, there you
He
go.
had a bowl cut.
He needed to follow that up. He needed to follow that up with a
Time
photo.
out.
Wait a second.
Time
Hang
out.
on. Alright, here's the deal. Most people in high school had horrible hair. Alright?
I didn't.
You didn't. Well, you always
I
did.
just have the same.
Yeah, we were there in the year 2000. That's why.
Yeah, no shit.
Right.
I remember I had long, curly, wavy
Oh,
hair.
yeah, dude, I
And
kinda
had,
forgot about
I had fucking tips on the front. Like my bangs, just the two
Holy
bangs
shit, dude.
were
We've got a photo.
sick.
He looks like a beetle. He looks like a beetle.
We
He had a
went to
mop
senior
top.
prom
He had
together.
a mop stop.
That's amazing. Oh, that was your prom date. Holy shit. Amazing. That's amazing.
Wanda, if you went back to high school, what is one thing you would change? You get a second chance. That's the question.
That's what it is.
Yeah, that's where we're at.
Sorry, that's where we are.
Let's
You got
go.
some more snaps?
Yeah, let's go with Megan. You can snap her at Ginger Snap, and that's 2 I's and 2 P's on that. And Megan says, I just choked laughing out loud, and she's laughing at us making fun of the governor and all the monster looming shit.
We got a monster that's looming. There's times in life where you gotta stare down the monster.
Let's open up one from Pluto. Snap her at Amazar, and Pluto says, all right, here it goes. This is a little paragraph here. So
Alright, here we go.
She said, I had a really abusive boyfriend that made me so broken, I would definitely stay away from him. I still have nightmares about him hitting or cutting me. I would definitely keep to myself more because too many people knew me. I probably wouldn't have dropped out. This is deep.
Yeah.
I would do a lot different even just 5 years ago, which is 1 year after I dropped out.
Wow. That's a lot of fucking heaviness.
Yeah.
I mean,
But we appreciate the honesty.
yeah, thank you for
And these
sharing
answers,
that.
they're going to vary. They're going to get deep and they're going to get silly. This is what this show is. It's going to bounce back and forth, but honest is how we keep it.
What were you saying?
Are you done with your Snapchat there, pal?
Yeah, sure.
Wanda said she wants to skip more.
Skip more. Yeah.
So she's with JD.
Yeah.
Just skip the class.
You, JD, you're just going to skip
Yeah,
class.
you guys can skip together, Wanda. You can, yeah.
Fucking smoke a joint on the hillside and shit, you know? Like, Yeah.
And I'll keep it right there for now. For lunch. That was a fun little first round.
All right.
Oh.
This is for Rachel, you big fat white nasty smelling fat bitch.
So I asked everybody out in Holler Nation. Mine was well heavy. Listen,
Attention Holler Nation.
I need to know from you. This is what I did. I said, everybody go out there, Google your own birthday, and then add celebrity birthdays to that phrase. Google that, and you are now quarantined with the top 3 celebrities that show up on your Google search results. So,
Super weird.
I want you to tell me who are those celebrities and what kind of time you'd be having with them. This first snap, I'll do mine first, then we'll do
Yeah,
ours.
that's fine.
This first snap comes from Corey. He's also the one who was hawking the Guy Thatcher syrup earlier.
It's breakfast time.
You can snap him at Lugopenia567. Hey, what celebrities are you quarantined with right now, Corey?
Whoa, so what's up? I'm quarantined with 3 celebrities. All right, Jessica Alba, Sandra Bullock, and
Is this-
Gordon Ramsay's gonna cook us some food.
No, he completely missed the
I
whole
think this is a
thing.
fantasy.
Oh yeah.
Jessica Alba.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, fuck it. He probably didn't follow the rules, but it's probably my
No.
favorite snap.
Were they not his?
I think that was his
I
fantasy
Don't
quarantine.
think so.
That's not how it works, but
Like
he
he had a-
could have been right. He could have been right. You look it up. I don't even know what his birthday is.
You're bad.
No, all we need to know is Jessica Alba and Sandra Bullock. Do they have the same birthday?
Bad
month?
friend. I'm a bad
Can our
friend.
audience do that? Can you guys Google that and let us know if either of those
Yeah,
two...
figure out if those two, have the same.
They look at each other like they don't have phones in their pocket. Never mind. Fuck. Oh,
don't
she
worry.
doesn't have a phone.
Don't
Never
touch
mind. I'm sorry.
Wait, don't touch it.
Don't wake the
Coronavirus.
dog. Don't move.
This next snap comes from Cody. You can send him at Cody Soros on Snapchat. Yeah, we'll see. Let's see if he actually followed the shit. Cody, what 3 celebrities are you quarantined with right now?
3 celebrities I share a birthday with. October 25th.
Okay.
Katy Perry.
Katy Perry.
Pablo Picasso. And of course, Chad Smith. I always thought that was really cool.
The drummer from 311.
And I'm a drummer.
Yeah, he is.
Hey.
He does.
Well, that sounds like a good time. Not
Oh,
bad.
yeah. Thanks, Cody. That's me.
Lots of
That'd
music
be a
on
lot
his
of fun.
island.
It'd be
Yeah.
art and music.
Yeah.
Like Katy Perry singing over. Oh, they'd be performing together.
Pablo over there all
Pablo
depressed
over
and
there, like,
shit,
yeah.
but fucking killing it.
Painting shit, like watching them do it.
Painting your face all fucked up, but killing it at the same time.
What the?
Putting your ears where they shouldn't be and your eyes where they shouldn't be, but killing it.
This next snap comes from Carly. You can send her to Carla Ophelia. What up, cuz? She says, I'm quarantined with Cardi B, Eleanor Roosevelt, and the Lindsay Lohan twins from Parent Trap.
No.
Because they had their
What the
birthday
fuck?
on
That's
October
Cardi
11th.
B?
Cardi B,
Did we get an
Eleanor
answer?
Roosevelt.
They're not.
Oh, so the live audience has already figured this out. That was Corey's Fantasy Island. They did not share the same birthday.
It's not the same.
Yeah,
You
thank
know
you.
what he thinks about it.
Thank you.
Anybody on Facebook say anything about
Yes.
quarantining?
Wanda says she shares a birthday with Jesse James and Freddie Mercury.
I thought she
Holy
said Fred
shit.
Durst.
Okay,
I would have
that's it.
said Fred Durst. I've been like, hell yeah.
Okay, but
That's
Freddie
great.
Mercury?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's pretty great too.
That's it.
But Fred
I'll take that
Durst-
over
yeah.
all.
Oh, Fred Durst.
Okay.
Fuck everyone's island. Freddie Mercury, done.
All right. I would be sharing my fucking. Yeah, everybody, go ahead and pull your stuff up.
I don't.
Go ahead and pull your stuff up. I already know half of mine.
Mine are fucking weird.
I'm so excited I had them memorized.
I would be sharing. I would be sharing my birthday with Denzel Washington, John Legend,
Oh, nice.
and Stan Lee,
That's pretty cool.
creator of Marvel
Yeah,
fucking
dude.
comics.
What a sausage party.
It would be a bunch of sausages. Yeah, that's true. The women are Maggie Smith. She played Professor McGonagall in Harry Potter.
A queen.
She's 85 this year.
She's a queen.
She's a queen. Yeah, it's a whole lot of dudes. A whole lot of dudes.
No bros.
But hey, you know, Denzel though, shit, that's dope. I'm not too mad at it.
I've got a really strange birthday share. I don't have any
Mine
really
is
cool
too.
answers. Mine are just funny, but mine aren't cool like
Okay.
Freddie Mercury
What's
cool.
up?
So here's who I'm on the island with: Cisco, Nick Lachey, Lou Ferrigno, the Incredible Hulk,
Whoa. Two 90s stalwarts, and then
the fucking Hulk,
Hulk.
the real Incredible.
the
Hulk.
actual Hulk. Man. Fuck, that's great.
Okay, my birthday. I'm with Daniel Seavey. I don't know who that is. Says he's a pop singer. Quavo Marshall, who is part of Migos, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, I know. I recognize his face. And
Interesting.
Caleb Burton, who is an Instagram star.
You have a horrible birthday.
Gee, that sounds fun.
Your birthday sucks.
My birthday is lovely.
What day is it?
April 2nd.
It's a horrible birthday.
Marvin Gaye.
Marvin Gaye. Yeah, that would have been a bigger star than all the other
Well,
ones.
you
that
said the first three,
Whatever.
JD. I was
Damn
trying
it.
to follow the motherfucking rules. But if I'm picking Bobby Bones, he's cool.
The monster is coming.
Spooky, how you looking over here? On
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
My birthday is August 21st.
Okay.
Happy birthday.
We got Bo Burnham.
Sick.
Amazing. Are you kidding
Yeah,
me?
that's a win.
Serge Tankian.
Amazing.
Whom our dog is named after.
Yeah.
Might I add.
That's right. That's right.
And Kenny Rogers.
Hell yeah, you gotta know when to hold 'em.
Dude.
Know when to
That would
fold
be so
'em.
fucking. Are you kidding me?
I'm
That would
Kenny
be so
Rogers. Welcome, jackass.
There's times in life where you gotta stare down the monster. Her sister was a witch!
All right, that's wonderful. Are you guys ready to scoop boots?
Yeah, let's do
on to the next thing. Cool. Let's fucking do it. Gotta hit the button though.
Send your dick pics to Gracie at officialholler.com.
Hell yeah. You know what time it is.
It's bonus time. Yeah, you're free now. We're just on Facebook Live fucking around now.
Sorry.
Did you hear our bonus time theme yet? This is the first time.
This is new.
We recorded that. That's
Right.
our voices.
Can I have the shot glasses, please?
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Internet. We're on Facebook Live with you still. We're getting ready to do the next round of stuff.
Yeah, so talk to me if you want. I'm not moving.
No one wants to talk to you.
It's been like 1 second.
There's
Gracie.
literally nothing. No one wants to
It's
talk.
only been 5 seconds.
You don't have to talk to Brian. You can talk to me if you want. I'm a lot nicer than he is. Do you want to know something?
Yeah, that's John Legend. That was on somebody's island.
Your island, right?
No, not mine. Mine was the Incredible Hulk.
Dude, I hope he reads mine. I have a good island.
My island was really weird. I don't know. Yeah, literally no one wants to talk to you.
I don't care. That's fine.
Wait. Oh. Hi, Kyle.
Kyle's here. Kyle the Jester.
Yeah.
Kyle, I read your answer first.
It was
if
the
you,
best.
If you didn't hear, go back. It was my favorite one.
Oh. Okay. He's also a drama queen.
Takes after his father.
Got you.
Hey,
Got you.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Jack or Yeager?
Did I tell you that?
I'm saying the same one. Thank
Yesterday
you.
I officially changed my mind.
No, and you didn't tell me how it went with your mom officially either.
What? I thought I did. I talked to her like a couple weeks ago. I also posted her on
Gracie, how have you been?
Dude, I'm very into Instagram.
okay. Really?
Do you, if you
Okay,
had
that's
to...
a lie. I'm not okay.
Okay, maybe we shouldn't go
Just
there.
kidding.
Fuck it, this is... Yeah.
It's just a weird one.
New question. Real question.
Typical bomb or
If I just started sobbing.
I'm like, cut the stream, cut the stream.
Oh my god.
Which one of us will,
yeah, I mean,
if one of us had to, which one of us will contract coronavirus first? Me, you, or JD?
It's really hard because well, you work with like
But you,
adults and people, but I work in a petri dish.
Right.
I understand.
and I work in a hospital setting, so
But-
not good answers all around.
Yeah, I don't know because
It's kind of like throw a
we're
dart.
not closing down. We're not. We're staying.
I'm not
open.
closing down.
So I'm gonna have all of my children at work. Yeah, we're not closing down. So.
Okay, well now that you've danced an entire circle around the question, just throw a dart. Who gets it? We'll see who's right. We'll see who's right. One of us gets sick.
No, that's gonna get it.
We're all gonna defeat it, to be
I
clear.
think it would have to be JD. He touches money and is in all of people's faces all the time.
Did you have a certain one?
I don't remember, honestly. I think it's but I've got a pretty good immune system. Because flu B was around my room like forever, and I didn't end up with it.
Flu B?
Flu B. Flu B. My child has been sick with the pink eye, and I didn't get it. Now I'm just gonna get fucking sick with the freaking coronavirus because I'm over here talking shit.
If you're just now tuning in, this is bonus time where we talk to Facebook Live, but we're not actually recording live. So I was gonna say we'll say whatever the fuck we want, but the truth is we say that shit anyways. So here's a fact for you. We went over this earlier. West Virginia just won the March Illness Tournament Championship. We are the last man standing. We are number one with no coronavirus reports. The only state in the
Zero. Zero.
Okay.
Hashtag
so
March Illness.
Currently.
I'm writing that down already.
Yes.
JD.
What?
Who do you think's gonna get the coronavirus first then?
You.
But why me?
Because you're a woman and you're weaker.
I'm about to Google the statistics right now. Because I'm pretty sure all
That was a
dickheads
misogynist
are
joke.
dying.
Yeah.
For real? It's because I'm a woman?
Yep.
I fucking hate him. Brian, here's your choice.
Cool. Where did the
I choose you.
Why? Because I work with kids or because I'm a fucking woman?
Because you work in a petri dish.
I do work in a petri dish.
That's actually the real answer. to
But
that
I've
question,
worked
is
in a
that she
petri
works-
dish for 10 years.
Children spread
What's
germs
that have to do with the
way,
coronavirus?
way more than other people.
It doesn't reject the coronavirus.
That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
Then why are they closing my school?
Because the kids need to have a place to fucking go, for fuck's sake.
But they've closed all the other schools.
The kids are just trying to get a little bonus time, you know what I'm saying?
Ah.
He ain't here, Gracie.
If I don't get the coronavirus first between the three of us, you guys owe me dinner at Casa Grande.
Hell yeah.
Do you hear me?
I'm actually cool with that. Shit.
So if I don't get it first, you owe me dinner.
Shutties.
And if I get it first, well, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'll have to be quarantined.
All right, we're coming back on, babies. Are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? And three. And three. Two. And three. Two. Yeah.
That's a jumping.
Mark Wahlberg. Yeah. 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 You are all infected. You are the virus. Welcome to
Guys, if I am infected, you have to be quarantined for 2 weeks.
Yeah?
Will you be mad at me?
No? There's a lot of stuff I've been needing to catch up on.
Yeah, I will be mad at you. They'll be mad at you. Facebook Live, Holler Nation will be mad at you because then we all disappear.
I'll get to finish some music I've been working on.
For 2 fucking weeks. Listen,
Yeah, I'll get to knock
we're
some shit out.
restricted anyway. They don't even know.
Anyway, this is part of the show. It's called Shots Fired. This is part of the show where we take a shot and we also take a shot. You want me to go first?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, I'll go first. I got to look up what I wrote down for this. Yeah, just keeping it up. Welcome again to the spooky Friday the 13th St. Patrick's Coronavirus Spectacular.
My favorite time of year.
My favorite time of year.
What you've all been
The
waiting
inaugural. The first annual.
What?
So it's interesting. This is very specific and it gets a tiny bit political, but I'm just going to do it with it. People that have come out there and started making memes about how, oh, we can't help poor people during this time of the coronavirus, but we can inject $1.5 trillion into Wall Street. I don't think they understand how economics work. See, I can't even say.
Jamie, I don't think you understand it either.
I can't. That's not how it is. It's not that they just gave 1.5 trillion free dollars away to people on Wall Street, like rich people. It was banks themselves have to stay solvent during a time like this, and if they don't get some form of help from the Federal Reserve, which is not a government entity, it's actually just a bank. It's a bank. It's a private entity. It's a bank that holds all the money that we fuck around with.
JD, is it a bank?
It's a bank.
Okay.
But it creates reserves for the banks that you work with. So your bank that you deal with daily would not have been able to continue the standard of practice that it does without having them come in and help with that. So that's different. It's different. It doesn't work that way. It's not that we didn't give free money to people. We fucking literally basically gave them payday loans to make sure that they don't go completely buck wild crash, during this very weird and unprecedented time that's going on in the world. It's very weird. It's very, very weird. But yeah, that's how it works. So if you share that kind of meme, it means you're not very informed. You don't actually read the things that people actually post. You just share them. That's a major problem already that's happening in the world. And, fucking...
75% of the shit people are sharing are actually the ones that are really misinformed.
They're the ones misinformed.
And it's awful. I don't even want to open my social media because of it.
Fuck you, people.
There's times in life where you gotta stare down a monster.
Biatch.
And that's what we're doing right now. So I'm gonna take a shot here real quick.
Yeah. I'll go next. Mine is also about a meme, oddly enough. I saw a meme that pissed me off, and I noted it. Or it didn't really piss me off. I just thought it was wrong. Another misinformation. And it was a meme about couples and relationships. And it said something along the lines of, let's say you're out to dinner, or so you got your significant other looking across from you, and your phone looks like this, JD. It's upside, it's face down like this.
Yeah.
The meme was basically like, he or she is cheating if the phone is upside down like this.
Ew.
It's awful. My first, and I had a really great answer as to why that isn't. First of all, I like sleep at night like this with my phone upside down. I definitely eat dinner with it. I mean, I do this at work. My phone is upside down at work. It's upside down most of the time on the podcast when it's here. It's a habit for me. And the reason, and I saw some people finally reply underneath, but the reason is because you have my full attention. When I'm eating with you and you're my significant other, you have my attention.
My guest or my family.
If my phone is like this and it's constantly lighting up, because I can even admit that from my own pace. If I'm looking at you trying to have a conversation with you and your phone's constantly light, I'm thinking like, turn that shit off. Can we just like have a meal? So by doing that, it's a quick fix of just it going away. Right. I mean, if the person's cheating, they're not going to have messages flying up on their phone anyways. They're going to have some kind of incognito shit. It's not as simple as just them flipping their phone over.
They're using a different app.
It's a bullshit.
They're using a totally different messaging app. They got the notifications off. You know how it goes, cheaters.
So it's a bullshit. It's a bullshit meme. It's a bullshit meme. But I wanted to just really point out. I think the root of this that I'm getting to is pay attention to your other person. So when you're watching a movie with them, when they're telling a story to you, when you're having dinner with them. If that's what it takes to flip the shit over, turn it off.
How about if you're in combo with? Okay, this is great shots fired.
Thank you.
I love it. Wonderful, classic actually. Going down in the history books. But how about like being in combo with somebody, and you're like deep in it, and you're like on your side of the combo, and they just start.
It's awful, dude. It's awful.
And then drift away
into
the fucking zone.
Sometimes I just start saying things that don't even make any sense just to see if they'll...
were you listening? No, actually I wasn't because I was talking to this boss
the
or
truth
my
is,
friend or the person I actually want to fuck.
To bring this back down to that sounds oddly specific. But this brings me back to the whole phone upside down thing because we as humans, we are actually we're attached to our phones, we can admit that. And sometimes, let's just say a notification that really is interesting or something pops up, you almost can't help but to look at that. And that's why you turn it upside down, so you just never run across it. The notification never pops up.
Gracie, how the fuck do you feel about this shit? Or do you even care?
We have started in my little family that there are no phones at the table.
So you
put them in the other room?
Well, no. We just, pockets, they sit one, mine sits on the counter behind me usually.
Okay.
But, I mean...
You get a buzz though and check it? Or, no,
because I think it's important. I mean, from mommy and teacher standpoint, that's where a lot of talking and language happens. So I'm always like, we talk at dinner, we converse, we talk about our days, we talk about what Maury did. So there are no phones at the table because if our faces are on our phones, Maury is just eating by himself.
No shit. Yeah, we don't.
I like that rule.
Point. Especially for people that are raising kids. Come on, y'all. I mean, I understand giving them the fucking device so they can be quiet while you're enjoying your meal wherever you are or whatever. But No, they have to engage. They have to actively engage. True that.
Money.
Yeah. Let's knock this thing down and move on.
Ooh, crispy.
Fire.
Crisp fire. Gracie or Spooky next?
Me!
That was
she
soft.
Mine's not that exciting.
It's
It's
not really that exciting either.
Okay.
My
Whatever.
shots fired is against 2020. I hate you.
Oh, it's already March.
Whole year.
Fuck. That's good enough for me.
I just realized this piece of art in front of us represents the coronavirus.
It does.
It's it's one molecule of the virus
Or,
itself.
you know the liquor store in the west end of Huntington, that little like spike ball thing they have that lights up?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Parking lot?
This
That's what
represents.
it reminds me of.
That's where our Jaeger came from.
Respect.
Sick. Oh God.
Yeah, I didn't want to go there because it's like all. I regretted picking up the coronavirus.
It looks like it's a golf ball with spaghetti noodles on it.
It's something.
It's something. Spooky.
Spaghetti noodle.
What you want to bitch about this week?
Man, I've thought really hard about this, and I've just been so mellow this week. So I thought about the two things within like the last month, and it's one, the homeless people, you know, that like stand on the road with the sign.
The ones that like aren't actually homeless. Is that what you're talking
The
about?
ones that stand in a blind spot, so you almost fucking run them over.
Whoa, that's
That
fucked
has
up.
happened to me so many times. So many times.
Oh, then maybe they'd be trying to get them claims.
And
you know?
and two, when people honk at me at a red light, like where do you expect me to go? Tell me.
Forward.
At a red light?
Yeah.
I ain't about to get pulled over.
Oh, well, were they
Like-
honking you at you while it was red?
Like to go while it was red, and there was,
That's weird.
there was
Because
one time-
there's different reasons why that would happen. If the light is red and they're behind you honking at you, they have to be getting your attention for something other than going forward. They know it's red. They know it's
Where do you
red.
think I'm going? But then again, there was one
Maybe they're
time
trying to
like,
holler at you. You know,
like I
maybe they're
was
trying to be
waiting-
like holler.
Maybe. But like I was in a right turning lane. I was in a right turning lane, and I was waiting to go right, but there was cars going in front of me, so I couldn't. And this car is like laying on its horn, and I'm like, do you not see
Expecting you to
what's happening
take
in
a
front
right-
of me?
yeah,
Do you
okay.
not see what's happening in front of
They
me?
don't. They honestly don't because they're oblivious and assholes.
Well, that's called ignorance.
Yes, it is. This is true.
Okay, shots fired.
Shots
ignorance.
fired. Let's
go.
Well done.
Cheers.
The ones that aren't. Wanda thought your comment was funny. The ones that aren't really homeless.
They're not, man. If you follow those people, yeah, they
Oh,
are.
they're
They're
Okay, I haven't.
That's not happening as much in
Wait,
Huntington.
question. No, this is I'm serious. Whenever I was just, have you followed someone that you thought wasn't really homeless?
Followed them?
I haven't myself, but I've watched multiple TV shows that do, and it always turns out that way.
I will tell you, I specifically, when living in downtown Nashville, saw people that would go and grift or, fucking busk or whatever they would call it. But ask for panhandling.
Okay.
They would go do that in downtown Nashville, and then they would collect all their stuff and walk over to their car and get in that car. And
Yeah.
it was a nice car. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
dirty. It's not old. It was actually quite new. And they'd get in that car. And
Yeah,
they'd fucking-
type this in
I'm
on
assuming
YouTube.
drive home.
Type it
to
on
their
YouTube,
house.
you'll find 1,000 videos because they
To their
pretty
house.
much
That
all
is
are.
not. That is
How
not.
do you think they got in the middle of the interstate in the first place? A car dropped them off, and a car will come pick them back up if they don't go to their own car. They didn't just make it to the middle of the interstate out of nowhere.
Wow.
You know,
Wow,
come
how
on.
it is.
Just didn't know if you followed somebody once.
Oh, it is.
That's
That's
your
what it is.
thing. It's a hateful little thing.
Nah, I didn't care enough. It's just obvious. It's common sense.
But the monster's not here.
Her sister was a witch.
The monster is coming. There's times in life where you gotta stare down the monster.
It's real annoying.
Attention Holler Nation.
We've got a monster.
Grab him by the pussy.
Oh, it's a different one.
Send your dick pics to Gracie at officialholler.com.
Shut up, Gracie.
You're allowed to
This
hit buttons, Gracie.
I'm gonna open up some
Everything.
stuff.
Yeah.
Is it cool?
Yeah, how about it?
Let's.
What we
check
talking
out
about?
Holler Nation. What's up?
Maybe we just join the show. What are we talking about?
If you just joined the show, this is what I asked the people out there. Google your birthday and then select the phrase celebrity birthdays, and the top 3 celebrities are now who you're quarantined with during this coronavirus. This first snap comes from Emily. You can snap her at Emmy's 28. She says,
Can't handle it.
can't handle
It's
it.
a Walmart.
Anxiety. Went to
No
Walmart.
cases of water.
No water.
No toilet paper. No booty wipe, period. No paper towels.
Okay.
No bleach.
I believe this is a shots fired.
Wipes, no Lysol.
The things are
Minimal food.
they're sold out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Going to Florida in the morning. I'm scared.
Probably.
Damn, she's traveling.
Yeah.
What
Probably a
about
value.
makeup wipes?
That was actually just a straight up,
Like,
huh?
you can use that as toilet paper, makeup wipes.
Yeah, they're way more expensive though, right?
Yeah, but if everything else is bought out, which is
Yeah, right. I guess. That's
Well, those napkins in your car are gonna.
Actually, that might
It's their day. It's their time to shine.
It's their time to
I
shine.
mean, that eyeliner you used on your asshole will come right off with makeup.
Yeah, just wash it with some
God.
hot water.
I'm wondering how to get that off.
This next snap comes from.
It's last week's guest.
Last week's guest, Rachel. You can snap her at Ray Does Hair. That's all one word. She says this.
Well. My top three are Emily Blunt, Dakota Fanning, and W.E.B. Du Bois.
All
I'm
right.
okay with that. Sounds like a fun time.
Yeah, it would be a good time, I guess. Emily Blunt, wonderful actress. Dakota Fanning, wonderful actress. W.E.B. Du Bois.
Dubois.
Du Bois.
Not to be confused with Debret.
Oh, glory be. All right, this next snap comes from Wheat Thin or Ethan. What's up, doggy? Who are you stuck in a fucking room with? He says, Steven Fernandez, Jay Wow, and Chelsea Clinton.
Jay
Oh
Wow.
my god, that would be so fun.
And Bill Clinton's daughter.
I
Amazing.
love J Wow. Don't give me that look.
That's
I do
right.
love Jay Razor.
After I have
J Wow would be
dude,
fun.
I will rip their heads off. Jersey Shore was my first.
That's my world. That's how I'm living over here at Holler Nation. What's up? Thanks again for checking us out. Facebook Live, YouTube, Spotify.
All right, we're going to switch this over. We're heading back to high school. Let's change one thing. Here we go. First snap rolling in. This one comes from Rachel. This is a different Rachel. You can snap her. Stellar. Yeah, we'll still give it to you, Rachel.
Rachel, you big fat white man.
That's not Rachel. That's not
That's
you.
not you.
Different one. That's not you either. You can snap her at Stellar NYX. Rachel says, "Ha ha, get it," and she's again laughing at the whole governor thing that we're making fun of. So
Yeah.
we're getting a lot of appreciation for that one. Yeah, that guy, Jim Justice. Hashtag Jim Justice.
Really, we're
Next.
hashtagging Jim Justice.
Next snap comes from Sal. You can snap her at Sierra. Sal says, "I wish I didn't give as many fucks. It would have been so much better. I already didn't give many fucks, just FYI. I just wish I cared about the people less and the books more."
Hey, all right, okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got you.
Next snap rolls in from Courtney. You can snap her at Court Dilch. Courtney says, "Show love to everyone," is what she would do differently.
Be careful when
This
you do
next
that.
snap comes from Corey. We told you how to snap him. Luca Pena 567.
Yo, what's going on, Holler? And if I had a second chance at high school, what would I do? Holy smokes, I probably would have studied and been a doctor or a lawyer, or I actually would have asked out the girl I actually liked instead of just being cool, you know? A second chance at high school, I'd bang them all.
Jesus Christ.
It's breakfast time.
Corey would become a doctor or lawyer directly out of high school was his answer there, basically.
All right, cool.
This next snap rolls in from CJ. You can snap him at Kaylee's dad 0823. CJ says, "I'm eating Outback Steakhouse." Thank you for that, CJ.
I wish I
Thanks a
was.
lot.
It did look really delicious, actually. Next snap rolls in from Tila. You can snap her at TK Watkins. Tila Tequila. She says,
She's a racist.
"Weekend survival kit. It's the only reason I'm lasting this Sunday because I'm on call tomorrow." So she's doing her whole coronavirus kit. We're getting a lot of coronal snaps going on. That's pretty good. Yeah. That is getting creepier by the show. Next snap comes from Levi out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. You can snap him at Lisco337. and he sends us a video. What's up?
Sports. That's one thing I would change. I would definitely play sports. I think I was always too scared to go try out because today I love playing sports.
Yeah, it's a great answer, Levi. Yeah, it's a great answer. I think a lot of people probably feel the same way that he does. They wish they would have tried out for that sport or given it more because they end up loving sports more later in life. So, yeah, makes sense. Just had a snap roll in from none other than the Blumpkin King. That's the Blumpkin King. You can snap him at the Blumpkin King.
Fuck you, Larry.
Can't wait to hear what this guy has to say.
All right.
I need guns, lots of guns.
Cool.
And height.
That's this guy. He snaps the show every once in a while. I don't know if he ever listens, and he always Blumpkin. We're calling the cops.
The police are on their way. I hope it was worth it.
I hope that snap was worth it. I've got the Blumpkin is coming. Next snap comes from Nikki. Snapper at NickLynn322. Nikki says, "To not give a fuck what people think because fuck them." I'm noticing a little trend here. Some people had some bad high school experiences.
I think it's more of when you get older, you realize how much the world doesn't give a fuck about you.
Yeah,
you can also
hardens
equally
you
not
up
give
a
a
little
fuck
bit.
about the rest of the world.
Yeah, hardens you up a little bit.
Once you realize it's like everybody out there's kind of doing their best. They don't know the answers. The people that do know the answers are making them up half the time. Like shit like that. That's what it is. And you think when you're younger, because you've lived your life with your folks, you think, people that are older than me have it all worked out. No, they fucking don't. You know it. They don't.
Man, I am in, possibly the minority here on this because we've had a few of these answers, so that puts me there. But I don't have any problem with the fucks I gave in high school. I didn't give any fucks. I did I did the things that I wish that I lived pretty smoothly through high school.
Word up.
No issues there. Next snap comes from Mike Anderson. You can snap him at Mike A139. Mike says, "Take credit for drawing the penis on the school parking lot for the Spanish-speaking countries map." Mike did that. So if you went to Mike's high school, he's the one. If that story sounds familiar, Mike's the one that did it.
The monster's coming, baby.
There's times in life where you gotta stare down the monster.
Okay, I think we're gonna scoot boots on to the next thing. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Listen to all of our past episodes at officialholler.com.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to play a game here real quick because this is what you do.
Games.
This is what you do when you get quarantined with the coronavirus in your own home. We're going to play a card version of Never Have I Ever. Looking forward to it. This is basically, it's called Never Have I Ever, the game of poor life decisions.
Is this fucking game that you play at a party at the end of the night when everybody's fucking hammered and you're sitting around in a circle and you're all like, You would
play this, you wouldn't even need cards for this kind of thing, but we're going to use this version because it's actually going to give us prompts.
I hope it prompts us with some really weird
stuff.
shit.
I'm excited.
It's very silly. What we're going to do is we have rule cards and we have play cards. And basically the way it works is you pick a rule card from this pile, you read the directions on the card, place it face up, so we can all see it. That's going to explain what we have to do on that round. We're going to play 5 rounds.
Okay.
We're going to go all the way around, 5 rounds. If you can't play this card for some reason, say, it doesn't apply to you or, it's just not, doesn't work out, we'll do another one. But at the end of the round, we draw new play cards to bring our hand back up to 10 cards. So we're all going to have 10 cards in our hands. If you're guilty of a play card, if you have a card, the rule card comes up, tells you what to do. If you have to play that card, you win that card, you get to keep it face up. It's your wall of shame.
Oh, shit.
If you're not guilty of the play card, you just add it to the discard pile. So we're going to have a discard area where it's just whatever. First person to get 10 play cards wins. So this is how it goes. Check it here. Okay, cool. There's only so many rule cards. Not a lot. Pull them all out right now.
So let me get this straight. You're doing 5 prompts, or we're waiting until someone gets 5 cards. Which is it? We're drawing 5, or just waiting to get 5? Because
I say we draw 5.
Certainly should.
Whoever wins with the 5 is good.
That's fine.
And if there's a tie, then we'll do a tiebreaker.
I can draw another silly one.
So now we need. I've got these rule cards right here. We're gonna put these right. Chaw. Everybody needs 10 cards.
Okay.
So I'm going to do it randomly here. So as I pass cards out, talk about Never Have I Ever. When you remember playing Never Have I Ever when you were...
I've usually only play whenever I'm playing Kings or something.
Yeah, well, that's exactly when you play it. You end up playing it when you're like drunk as hell at the end of the party. Everyone sits around in a circle, and you know it's the same bullshit questions.
No, drunk as hell or not, I'm embarrassed every time.
Yeah,
I am nervous.
But whenever you play it, then you like have to get real personal with it.
Yeah, never have I ever sucked the dick. I'm like, oh, here we go.
I also think that if
Brian
we
has sucked the dick. Breaking news.
Okay, just a couple more on each one. Bitch. All right, everybody ready? Here we go. Here's your stack. Take it. Here's a stack
Do I look at
for
them?
the next person, and here's a stack
Yeah,
for
are we
you.
allowed to look at
Everybody look at them. And so, yeah, it's simple. These are answers to, standard ass questions of it. But now is how we go here. So, who has the closest birthday? What's up?
It would be
It's
me.
not me.
Okay, so Gracie, you are going to draw this rule card.
Okay.
Then you're going to read it,
Uh-huh.
and then we're going to use our cards to play. Here we go. Never have I.
Truth or lie? I have to pick 2 play cards, one that I'm guilty of and one that I'm not. The player to my left decides which is which, and if they're wrong, I get to win the guilty card.
There you go. Okay. So again, you pick 2 cards out of your hand right now. The one's true and one's a lie. The player to your left, which is Spooky. Spooky, you get to choose this. You decide which is which. If you're right, you get this card. You get a point.
Whatever one I think is a lie.
If you're right, you get this card. If you're wrong, she does.
Okay, so
That's
I'm just picking what I think is right.
She's
or wrong.
going to give you 2 answers here. Never have I ever done this. Never have I ever done that. You're going to choose
Yeah.
if she's lying or not.
Okay.
With one's a lie, one's true. And here we go. Gracie's still working over here. And this is for round number 1. We got it? Gracie, you say never have I ever in the
Okay, sorry.
And then read them.
Never have I ever dumped someone because my friends didn't like them, not used a condom because we simply didn't have one.
Never has she ever dumped somebody because she didn't like them. What? Say it again?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Dumped someone because my friends
Your
didn't
friends
like them.
didn't like them. And never have you ever not used a condom.
because we simply didn't have one.
Okay. What's up, Gracie? Let's get weird.
If you pick the condom one, just can you say raw dog?
Shut the fuck. You're not a part of this. Go back there.
Poor her.
Gracie is such a special human being.
Uh-huh.
I could see this going either way.
Oh, let's just get on with
Oh,
it.
You just
out
have
my
a spit
drink.
take. A literal spit take right there. Pick one now.
A lot of respect for herself. I'm gonna
Pick
say
one now.
You're telling the truth.
About which one?
About you've never broken up with someone because your friends don't want them.
That's the lie.
Oh
That's the
my
lie!
Sorry, Mom.
In my house.
You broke up with someone.
No.
You broke up with someone because your friends didn't like them.
That's cold, Gracie.
No, this is the lie.
You never broke up with someone.
Oh, wait, I'm confused about
God
everything.
damn it. Son of a-
There's
I'm
so
way
many
too much. I'm
possibilities.
so confused.
I'm used
It
to
was
putting
it was
the
a
finger down.
very strange start to this, and we're gonna finish it okay.
Well, you guys figured out.
No,
I'm
wait.
over here stumped. What's wrong and what's not?
I don't know. This
Spooky, yeah, you do know. Spooky chose what she thought was the truth. I think is that where you went, or did you go lie?
You said
I said a lie. Because I didn't think
She
Gracie
said the thing that you said was a lie.
because
Have you dumped someone?
no. So
Then
Spooky won.
Spooky
right?
wins.
Okay. So
Thank
what do
you.
I do with this one again?
Shove it up your ass.
Shove it up your
Point number 1 goes to Spooky. All right. To the left, Spooky, you're up next. Draw a rule card, read it, and then we have to use our cards. Make sure you get a 10th card.
Oh, so I need 2 more?
You need, 2 more cards.
Spooky, we're ready when you are.
Okay, this says own it. Everyone else picks a play card that they are guilty of and places it on the table face up.
Okay.
I will decide which card is the poorest life decision, and the person who played it wins it.
All right.
Discard the rest.
Here's where they go. everybody grab your. It's just us three, so you have to pick that.
Yeah.
So that's how it goes.
And I'm just picking which is the shittiest decision. I can do that.
Oh god damn it. Okay. So and then what's it again? You pick. Serge says hi.
Whatever card you pick, that's the poorest life decision. Between you three, I pick the person who has like.
And it has to be true. So make sure you've done this damn shit. Oh Jesus.
Oh, am I not supposed to? I mean.
Yeah, put them all right here. Okay. All right.
So, Spooky, your choices for poorest life decision go like this. Created a fake Twitter or Facebook account to stalk another person. Had pity sex. Been rushed to the emergency room for a drunken injury. Which is the poorest life decision?
Drunken injury.
Stalking, pity sex, drunken ER.
I'm gonna say pity sex because that's kind of pathetic.
Yeah, true. Whose is that?
That's my card.
Slut. Okay.
You fucking slut. All right, we're gonna
So
start.
you win, right?
So you take your.
you win it.
Yeah, okay, so I get that.
Good job for being a shitty person.
Everybody make sure you still have 10 cards in your hand. Brian, you're up next, brother.
So I need a card
Here,
from
take
Kyle
this one.
here. Okay, and I will read the next rule card. Here we
go.
go. It's called hand exchange. Everyone passes their entire hand of play cards to the person on the left. I get to draw another rule card.
Okay, and then it goes.
And then it goes.
All right.
So everyone pass your
Everybody?
cards to the left, and then we've got new rules coming up.
Damn.
So I hope you weren't attached to those cards,
Thank you, Grace.
because they
I
gone.
barely even have looked at them, actually. So, all right, draw another rule card, and this is for the
God.
point, brother.
All right, so new rule. It's called guilty or not guilty. Everyone passes a play card to the person on their right,
God
face
damn it.
down, without looking. Hold the play card on your forehead, and one by one, each person votes guilty or not guilty. If you are guilty, you win the card. So everyone passes a play card to the
Do
person
we get to pick it?
on their
Okay,
right,
we get to pick
face down. It says, without looking, hold the play card on your forehead. So, yeah, you get to choose. You get to choose what one you're passing to the person to your right, but they don't get to look at it when it gets passed to them, just FYI. And we get to choose guilty
Okay.
or not guilty.
God damn it, Gracie. Son of a bitch. Ugh, this is gonna suck. Ready to
This is
go.
hilarious.
Here we go. Now you hold it up. You hold it up like, the fucking King Kong game. All that good shit.
So you can't look at your
All
card.
right, look at the card that's been given to you. But you hold them up.
Oh, fart.
And then what is it again?
So, without looking, hold the play card on your forehead, and one by one, each person votes guilty or not guilty. If you're guilty, then you win your card.
Okay.
That's how that works.
All right.
So,
See how this works.
so we're all holding it up?
Mm-hmm.
And who are we starting with? You want to just look over here at Spooky? Start with her?
We'll start with Spooky.
Hers says, wanted to have sex with someone here. Guilty or not guilty?
I mean, never have you ever wanted to do it? Is that what's guilty or not? Do we know?
I'm just confused.
It's simple yes or no question confuses you, Gracie.
I believe, yeah,
I mean,
this is pretty,
obvious.
yeah. I believe that you're guilty of wanting to have sex with someone here.
Right. Okay.
That's
maybe,
my vote.
Maybe we should go the other. Okay. So next, yeah, I agree with that too because duh. And what do you think, Gracie? Is she guilty of that? Cool.
Probably.
All right. Gracie's thing now.
Maybe, I don't know.
It says, never have I ever not wiped because there was no toilet paper.
Ew. That's disgusting.
It is pretty disgusting. So I'm gonna
say you're guilty.
Yeah, I was saying, you definitely did.
You've done
Not
it.
guilty.
You've done not wiped before.
Maybe when I was 5.
That counts, bitch.
Say from wiping age forward. Let's just get real.
Gracie,
Do you guys think she did or
to
didn't?
be clear,
I don't think she has.
to be clear, you're not allowed to answer while we're voting. Just FYI.
Okay, votes.
Um,
Votes.
I
I think
vote.
not guilty.
Yeah, I'm gonna vote not guilty. Because I think if she didn't have toilet paper, she used something else. You know, like out in the woods, she used leaves or something. So I'm gonna go with that.
What's your answer? Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
You have always wiped your butt. Okay.
So you don't win your card then, Gracie. You put it away. Spooky, you do win your card.
You're
so
winning,
Yeah,
but
I said
we
not
haven't
guilty.
we
I
haven't
have faith
finished
in
with
you.
us yet. So
Right, but we should knock these out kind of one at a
yeah, I
time.
know we're doing it.
So,
What's up?
what's your say? It says
Been to a swingers
been to a
club.
swingers club. Shit, I'm gonna say like he's guilty that he would go to it, but I just don't think that you've been to one. So I'm gonna say not guilty.
I'm gonna say not guilty, but you'd consider it.
Is a strip club a swingers club? No, it's two
No.
different
No,
things.
it's
Not
totally
guilty.
different shit. You're right, not guilty. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm not.
bummer.
I've not been to a swingers club. I have hung out with swingers.
I'm swinging for the fences.
Fucking party, but I have not gone to a swingers club. Okay, Brian.
Yeah,
Never
Brian.
have you ever told a woman her breasts don't match?
What do you think?
Guilty.
Guilty.
Obviously guilty.
For fucking sure.
Mhm.
Not. No.
Oh.
That's
No,
not
that's a weird thing to tell
But-
someone. Why would you even
But
say
Brian
that?
is so blunt, though.
Exactly,
Like, he would just
that's what
tell
I'm saying.
someone
It's a
how
fair
it is.
assessment.
You could have done it in
He's
college.
so
Yeah,
honest.
you could have done that.
Yeah,
in
I
college.
think guilty.
It's a fair assessment.
So you're saying guilty?
Oh, yeah.
I'm saying guilty now too.
The whole
Same,
table says
same.
guilty, and if I'm guilty, I win the card. However, I'm not guilty. I've never said that.
Spooky gets the car.
If I'm looking at boobs, I'm trying to get laid. I'm not gonna be like, these look sloppy. Duh.
Yeah, are you kidding?
But isn't it funny?
All
that we
breasts are
thought
great.
he would be guilty?
Yeah, that's
It's so
pretty
funny. It's like Brian.
Yeah, he's definitely said that.
There you go. Okay, so what's the card tally right now?
So Spooky wins this
Spooky
one.
has 2. Brian has 1. It's time to move on. Well, you haven't won yet. We have 2 more rounds to
She
go.
said I win.
Jesus.
Game over.
Who's next? Me?
Yeah.
It's me, because Spooky started, then she... Okay, so it's me. Here we go. Is everybody ready? Make sure you have 10 cards. Okay. This is a classic. Standard ass, never have I ever round. I get to pick a play card from my hand, and one by one we go around the group clockwise and answer it. The first person to admit to it, to actually doing it, they get to win this card.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So I have...
So you get to just pick one? Is that what it was?
Take one more card here, and I'm gonna go through. Shit. Damn it. Okay. Okay. I could get really weird with it. I can
Just get weird, damn
get
it.
weird with it. Okay. Never have I ever accidentally flashed myself in public. As in private parts out in the public on
But it says
on purpose.
accidentally.
Yeah, as in you didn't do it on purpose. It was like, oh shit, my pussy's out. Or oh shit, my dick's out.
Damn this water slide. Sorry about my balls.
Whoops,
You
my
all.
balls.
Ah.
Whoops, my balls. Never have I ever accidentally. Has anybody else accidentally put their stuff out? Anybody?
Yeah, it'd be like that.
Oh,
For
okay.
real.
You did it. Well, can you explain?
Buddy, what's
Can you
wrong?
explain?
I mean, it's pretty much every time I go to a fucking pool.
It's true.
Yeah, true.
What is it? The tits or the
Usually
stuff?
my boobs, yeah.
The boobs come.
I think I even told her one time. I was
Yeah,
like,
he
you're hanging
like.
It was like you're
okay,
hanging.
okay, no, oh my god.
Watch out.
out. Hey, your boobs are uneven and they're hanging out.
No, they're not.
Yeah, I didn't say
No,
it.
they're not.
I didn't
He wasn't talking about me.
Okay, you win the card. There you go.
Thanks. I'm so
You are
good.
3. You basically have 1, but we're gonna play the one last
Yeah,
round
just
to
'cause it's
do
fun.
it.
Give me the roll card, please.
It's Gracie's turn. Okay.
Fortune teller. Everyone else picks a play card that they are guilty of and hands it to me, face down. I will try to guess who played which card. If I guess
I
correctly,
like this.
the person who played it wins the card.
Okay.
I like
if you
it.
get it right, first one you get right gets the card.
Okay.
So we're giving you stuff that we've done.
I'll just close my eyes. Yeah.
Right?
Actually, I'm just gonna go to the
Jesus.
bathroom while
What?
you lay them down.
What did you ask?
That's all right. I got it. Go fucking whatever. Jesus. Everyone else picks a play card that they are guilty of. So you've done this.
Okay.
You hand it to her face down. She's gonna flop them all together, and then she's gonna guess who played which one. If she guesses it right, whoever she guesses right first gets the card.
Gotcha.
So, all right, we're giving her something we've done, something we've definitely done. Okay.
I'd like to play my card. We're officially. Here's 2 cards that have been played.
Here are the 3 cards that have been played. I'm going to shuffle. I'm just setting here.
Gracie, please return to the table. Is that what
She's working on it. She has to wash her hands of the coronavirus first.
Oh, that's true.
You know what I mean?
We've got a monster that's looming. The monster's not here. The monster is coming. There's times in life where you gotta stare down the monster. The monster is coming. The monster is coming. The monster is coming.
The monster is here.
Hey.
Here are your 3 cards. You have to pick pick one and choose who was right. If you get whoever you get right gets the card, and that's pretty much game at that point.
This one is amazing.
Say it first. Don't just sit. Nobody sees what you're doing.
Never have I ever burned myself with an at-home waxing kit. That was Amanda. I only know this because that was my deck.
That was my dick.
Deck.
Oh,
yeah. Took my dick.
Okay.
Use your enunciation.
Never have I ever lied to the police. Ooh. I'm sure. Hang on, wait. Never have I ever dumped someone and hooked up with another person in the same day.
You think you're going to get all these right?
That's really hard. Because
right.
This sounds like a Brian Ball thing to do.
I knew she was going to peg me for that.
What?
I think this is Brian. Oh, James taking a face. I still think it's Brian.
Okay, so where are we going now with this? Your guesses are officially in, correct?
Your guesses are in.
And so what? Your last one that you
lied
think,
to the police.
and you think that's JD.
You think I was the one that lied to the police?
So now it's time for us to admit. So you switched me and JD. I was the one that lied to the police. Fuck him.
I'm all right.
If you're out there, fuck him.
Yeah. Well, you got to move on. You know what I mean?
So that gives us a winner then, I guess?
The winner is, who was...
The clear...
You technically got this one because she got you right. So there you
Yeah.
go.
Damn.
Ladies and gentlemen,
clean sweep on
our
that.
very weird version of Never Have I Ever has been won by Amanda.
That's fucking right. Don't forget it.
Spooky. That's fucking cool as fuck. This is an interesting version of Never Have I Ever.
It
It's
really
not
is.
the same thing you do.
I like it. It changes.
I have a feeling we're going to play this a little bit more often.
Yeah, because the real
There's so
version
many
that you
things.
play drunkenly is boring as fuck in my opinion.
But
This is cool.
prompted.
Like pass your cards around and stuff. I like
I
it.
like that. I like that a lot. So Never Have I Ever. If you ever want to check it out, if you want to actually buy it for your own house, you can just go to neverhaveievergame.com. It's all one word, spelled like it sounds. Fucking come on now, jeez.
We've got a monster that's looming. It's breakfast time.
All right, let's get boots, babies.
2 years, 1 girl, and a bottle of Jaeger. What could go wrong? It's Holler.
I'm gonna play the last social media stuff we got here.
Yeah, and Gracie, if we've got anything on Facebook Live, go ahead and shout them out. It's now or never for these bitches.
Now?
Shout Facebook Live.
Brandy says, second chance at high school, I would not have been friends with the mean girls.
Sick. Yeah.
And she
I thought we
said
got more answers like that.
she's
Yeah.
stranded or quarantined with Aaron Rodgers, Britney Spears, and Charlie Puth.
Aaron Rodgers, she's passing football and
football, watching some dance moves, playing some piano.
she's looking around. She's like, "Who is that over there?" And she's like, "It's Britney, bitch." Oh, shit. It's that one.
Damn.
The monster is coming.
This snap comes from Shay. She's in the house right now. Shay says, Chris Hemsworth, Viola Davis, and Hulk Hogan are hanging out
I'm
at
not
a celebrity
disappointed.
quarantine
I'm
party.
not disappointed.
Shay, you got Hulk Hogan. I got
That's
the Incredible
right.
Hulk. Hulk's all
pretty-
around.
That's pretty
That
great.
would be fun, yeah.
That sounds like a good time.
There's times in life where you gotta stare down the monster.
And it's the Hulk.
We've got a monster that's looming.
God damn it. All right, this next. 2 more. This is from Megan. You can snap her at Ginger Snap. She says, I don't know who the other people are that I share a birthday with, but I do know I'm going to be shaking it with Shakira. Shakira is apparently her. Shouts to Shakira. Super Bowl fucking performance
Always
was dope.
remember.
That was the shit. I fucking loved it. All right, this is the next one, and it's the last one of the evening, I believe.
Holler Nation has spoken. Let's
This
hear
is
it.
from Big T 3166. What's up, dude? Adam Levine, Lily Collins, and Psycho.
Oh man,
Oh my God.
there's so much love for Lily Collins in this room right now.
Lily
We talked about her last week, I think, didn't we? Or something about it. I don't know. But all right, hey, you know what?
This is for Rachel, you big fat white nasty smelling fat bitch.
Her sister was a witch. We've got a monster that's looming, but the monster's not here. There's times in life where you gotta stare down the monster.
Bitch.
The monster is coming. Rachel!
All right, cool.
It's breakfast time.
Okay, I think we're done. Are we done?
Yeah.
All right. Had a good time with you guys on the internet.
Yeah, it was nice.
It's cool. It's great. What are you gonna fucking do? What are you gonna do? It's over.
What are you gonna do?
The virus is here. What are we gonna do for the
Are
next
you
few
ready?
weeks?
Are you prepared?
I think
For-
I've got plenty of peanut butter and ramen at the house.
It's okay.
I'm surprised people didn't hoard gasoline more.
It's
feel
getting
like
cheaper,
wanna
but
get
there's a
those-
fucking oil war happening right now. So.
I would go somewhere. I feel like.
Everywhere.
No, yeah, and fucking airline tickets are cheap
No.
as shit too.
Okay, but everywhere is fucking infected.
No
so
shit. Yeah.
Fuck
No
that.
shit.
I'm staying in my
If
house.
wanna be
I'm gonna
infected on a
die,
beach
I'd
or-
rather fucking die. Yes, I'm gonna die in paradise.
I'm
Shit.
gonna die on the couch with my dog.
Listen.
So
No, I'm gonna die in paradise. See you later.
Well,
But I can't have it.
If that monster comes to your door, you don't let that monster
Don't
in.
do it.
Don't open a door on
I'm
him.
gonna open it up and say, "There's
No,
ice
I
cream in the
don't
freezer.
want-
Peace out.
absolutely.
See you in paradise,
It's a
buddy."
monster. It's a monster.
What's going on over there?
The monster. We've got a monster. The monster is. There's times in life where you gotta stare down the monster that's looming.
I'm sorry, guys.
Can we stop
can't.
anymore?
Yeah, you're
Just
It's just
stop.
wise words from our governor.
Hang in there, guys.
Thank you so much for checking us out. Officialholler.com for all your holler needs. We're on the internet.
We're on the internet.
Bye.
Bye.
See you later, everybody. All right.
I like that you have to fight through the beer bottles just to get to the end of the show.
Yes.
It's your favorite time. I didn't pee during any of these bonus times. It's my turn to pee.
It's your turn, Pete.
Talk to people. If anyone's alive out there.
All right, let's play this game. But let's
Keep
play.
going. Couple more rounds.
Yeah, let's do it.
do a beer bottle back
I have so much to say. It was so hard to be quiet.
Yeah, it's fair to say it now. Now we're just on Facebook Live.
Come on, Pim.
I know.
All right.
Well,
Okay.
go pee. You can come in.
Come on.
What?
Pick a rule card.
Okay.
You got some cards? Here, take some of these.
I already did these. Okay. Okay.
We're,
Awkward moment. Everyone passes a play card to me. Can't do this.
no, can't do that one. Keep going.
Bullshit. I have to pick a play card that someone has won. Can't do that one.
Okay.
Swap. I have to. Nope. Card. No. God.
JD,
It's all right. You'll get
JD,
Okay,
open your
so-
mouth really wide. Just real quick. Oh, it's the other way.
Other way.
All right. That's
Okay.
it.
I have to pick a play card that I'm guilty of and
No,
challenge someone else.
the joke's
I
done.
know.
Oh, and
I
challenge
didn't get
someone
that.
else to see if they're guilty of it. I mean, it's just me and you.
You have to play with one of those people. It's gotta be one.
You have to read too.
I'm reading.
Yeah, you're really horrible at it. Go.
I have to. I think we were playing this wrong. First of all. Secondly,
Well, that's the
I have
thing. Is
to
it never have I
start-
ever? Do you do it if you have or if you haven't?
but
If
I
it's
think
never
we're
have
supposed
I
to
ever,
win
you
the
do it if
blue
you
cards
don't.
because
Yeah, I was gonna say never ever ever. It's like you drink when you have. So how
Right.
does that apply to the cards? Like
Because you're trying to get more people to drink.
right.
So with the cards, it's like.
we're supposed to keep the blue cards.
But
because-
every rule card changes the
Do you win
game.
if you have cards, or do you lose if you have
You
cards?
have the blue cards and you have to play them during the red card. It's
Okay.
very
I was
interesting.
gonna say, do you want to win? Like, do you want more cards, or do you want to?
You want to win
You want to have more cards you win?
because you win.
Okay.
The more rule cards you get, you win.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna say. So it would be, if you have, then you get the card most of the time.
Okay, there we go. Okay,
I
cool.
know.
You can do this one.
I have to draw two new play cards from the box and answer them. I win any cards I'm guilty of.
Do it.
So, but we have to win the blue
Grab
card.
two of them. Yeah, grab two and say them both and say which one you're guilty of. And you get to keep the card.
Definitely been in handcuffs. I know what you're saying.
Been in handcuffs.
Yeah.
And
Correct me if I'm wrong, Gracie.
How to explain invisible sex versus.
What is it?
You've done both of those.
I like
Guaranteed.
No way.
Keep the card. Yeah.
I don't think she's had to explain.
All right, let me try. Let me do one next. All right.
You have them, but you haven't had to explain.
I'm gonna cut the deck in half here. All right, here we go. Okay. No.
See? Well, sit down. Are you going to play?
Yeah, I'll play one.
Okay. This actually works. Here's a little small stack. Here, wait. That's good. Okay, here's the deal. I have to exchange one play card with the person of my choice, and we both have to answer it given and see if we've done it or not. If we are guilty, if either one of us are guilty, we get the card. So I'm gonna go with Spooky.
Okay. You have to keep the blue cards.
Right.
Yeah, so cards are like drinks.
Basically.
Okay.
So you
I got
want
one.
cards.
I got one. You ready? You ready?
That's what I asked
You wanna swap?
That would be fun if you
Okay.
did that.
I don't know. I'm supposed to be swapping too.
You and I both swap. And if we're guilty of what we're given, what we are given, then we
I
get
feel
the
like a
card.
lot of these could be you though. I love you.
That's my life.
You're an amazing person.
Thank you very much.
I feel like.
That's nice.
Did you see us live on Facebook and come because of
Okay.
No.
So this is well, my thing says. Wait, do you want to go with yours first, or want me to go? I'll go. You can go. Okay. Mine says, never have I ever told my parents that the pot belonged to a friend. No. I owned up to the pot.
Oh yeah, you're a bad bitch then. I love that.
I owned up to the pot. I was like, yeah, it's mine. I do drink.
Mine is found a sex tape made by my parents.
Have you found a sex tape made by your
Thank
parents?
God, no.
Oh, fuck. So we keep going then.
Okay.
We have to do, okay,
next
pick
card.
another card. Fuck, that's fucked up. This one's fucked up.
Those are fun ones. They're fucked up.
Shit. Okay, I got one. You ready?
Maybe this one. Oh, wait, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, God, there's three.
This isn't fair. You're
No.
ganging up on me right
No. There's three. I'm going to say.
Pick it. Yeah, as I said.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really?
Maybe.
I would have done that.
Spooky thanks.
He's a foodie.
Ever snagged someone else's food when the delivery person accidentally arrived at my door?
Like, when does that happen?
As in, like, here's a pizza that you ordered, and I'm like, I didn't order pizza, but I still took it. That kind of thing.
I would. Let's be honest.
God damn it. No, I've not done that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I've not done that.
Stolen from my grandparents.
Who do you think she is?
I have not, but my shit-faced cousin has, but I haven't.
All right, one more chance. One more fucking chance.
Why are we such good people?
I don't know. Why are we so good-hearted? Fuck this. Here, take a couple of these.
No.
Just for extraness. Just
Yeah,
for
because
extraness.
these are the same.
Ew.
Dude, I know. I'm gonna find one that's very general. Yeah, because
Okay.
I mean, just draw some more if you can't figure one out.
they're all so specific.
This one actually is quite pure, and I think already. I don't know. I keep losing it. It's a zero-sum game. Are we ready?
Yeah.
All right. She says, "Never have I ever totaled a car." I have not personally
Okay.
totaled a car. No. I've been in a car that was hit by another car and was totaled. That's different.
Well, you didn't do it though.
I didn't do the thing.
And JD says curse at a stranger, which I haven't cursed at a stranger, but I've flipped a stranger off before.
So then you cursed a stranger.
Dude.
Hey, you did it!
No, this old man literally was about to get out of the car and fight me.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Tell more story, please.
This was recent. I mean, probably like 2-3 months ago. You know BB&T on Route 60?
No one out in the internet does, but sure.
Well, like, oh God, we were even live.
Yeah, we're still on it.
No, but do you?
Yeah.
Like in that little
Yeah,
pocket?
yeah.
I was pulling out of there, and I wasn't pulled as far to the right as I could have, so I like repositioned myself, and I pulled over. because his car was waiting to get in, but they couldn't because of me. So I pulled over and I waved them on, like, okay, come on, I'm sorry, I fixed my mistake. This old man put his car in park beside me, rolled down his window, and fully extended his arm at me. So I go, okay, fine, fuck you too.
Hey.
And then he started to get out of his car. So I locked my door, I cracked my window, I said, I dare you to come 2 steps closer. I will call the cops.
Damn,
yeah,
girl.
so that's the time I first had a stranger.
Old fucking dudes.
True.
Can't handle it. People
And
just
on that note, Facebook Live.
Okay, boom.